Oh,
Boom. There we go.
when it comes to success in fitness, it takes time. Okay. So we got two angles here going on here. And I'm just going to give a quick intro. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Coach Dimitri. We own and operate a body type specific fitness studio in Vaughan, Ontario. And we've been here for 16 years. And not only do we help people lose weight, get stronger, change their lifestyles, but we do it with a body type approach, which is unique to many other different styles and clubs. And we've recently started an online coaching program for men over 40, for men who really are looking for a change in their lifestyles, who are looking for the ability to get help with when it comes to nutrition, their training, and balance things off. And today we have not only a success story, but someone who's gone through a journey twice. And I'm going to have John introduce himself, give him a little bit of background of when he first started with us, just so you guys can understand a little bit of the distance in the background. All right. Take it away, brother.
Thank you. Yeah, hi, my name's John. I was a member here at first when I was 16. The gym had just opened up. I came here, I lost 65 pounds up to when I was 18. I was in really, really good shape, best shape of my life.
He says it like it's nothing. 65 pounds is a lot of weight.
I guess, yeah. But so then I went back, I went to school, I went to university. By the time I got back here, I was weighing 320 pounds and, done school and all that, but 320 pounds. So I came back here, I did the whole program all over again. And now I've been down like 75 pounds of body fat, I think.
Let's rewind for a bit. When you left and when you lost the weight, you lost 65 pounds, yeah. You went to school. How did you regress and go backwards? Because I want a lot of people to pay attention to this, because some people think that when you lose weight, you lose it and keep it. But there's the specific mentality, the daily routine, yeah, the disciplines you got to keep up. So what happened with you, which threw you off?
Yeah, so obviously I'm a guy that, I lost my focus because all my focus went to my school and my studies. So a lot of this whole thing is about focus and determination. So it's a lifestyle. And when I went to school and I went away from that lifestyle, it meant I stopped eating well, I stopped moving around, I stopped exercising. I was eating fast food, I was staying up late, I wasn't getting sleep, all those things that cause you to regress. And over the years, you take a huge step back.
So now when you left here and you had the fitness background, because this is a very important key that I want a lot of people to pay attention to, is how, because some people feel that if you lose it, it's never going to come back. But what got in the way, when you say mindset in school, what got in the way to block you? So if you left here training regularly on a regular basis, good mentality, a good routine, how did you get thrown off? And what were some of the thought processes that went in your mind that made you not go back?
Yeah, it's just other things kind of took precedence in life at the time. It's just, I thought other things were more important than the gym.
Which is important. Your education, gym, your school, you're paying for university.
They were, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's the thing that I regret, is that I didn't give fitness the credit that it deserved. It had a huge place in my life. I neglected it for too long. And, doing that, it makes you take a huge step back. And then when you don't go to the gym, you don't eat right. And when you don't eat right, you don't go to the gym. So those two things, they go hand in hand.
It's a tsunami effect.
Yeah.
Okay, so then school came, you gained the weight back. What thought process was going in your mind in terms of telling you, like, how did you figure I'm going to go back? Because a lot of people will end it there.
For the whole time while I was in school, I always knew I was going to come back.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
It's just a matter of time. But I mean, everyone's different. For me, it was just, I wanted to get back. I wanted to start enjoying things I would do, like, play sports and be active. And I used to love doing those sort of things. So it was a huge part for me to come back and, just get healthy, because it's not healthy to carry all that weight. So it's important to me. And yeah.
So what we're going to work on talking about today is not only just the transformation, what it's about, but also what's needed, because the holidays are here. I think it's important for people to understand what's needed. So what were some of the biggest obstacles or challenges you had when you were in school? So one, I know there's a priority issue.
Yeah.
But in terms of nutrition, how different was nutrition in school versus when you were on par and you had to make those changes?
Yeah, like I mean, in terms of the nutrition at school, it was eating bigger meals less often in the day and for higher calories, like lower quality foods. Being
So your favorite word? Caloric what?
Caloric surplus.
Caloric surplus.
I ran a caloric surplus for 8 years and
wow.
Did no activity virtually for that whole time. So yeah, that's how you put on weight.
That's it.
Is you do anybody want to gain weight, just eat more calories than you need, and there you go.
So what's unique is John reached out to me again, and was this before COVID, or
this was in January 2020? Yeah.
So just
right before COVID.
Right before COVID
right
hit.
Before it.
And this is where I was saying to him, "Listen, man, I'm definitely down to help you out, and I'll do whatever it takes to help you out. But you know, our gym is closed. I got to sneak you in on some nights to come and work out, to use the club, and so forth. But we structured you out, and I think." The four most important things, guys, and if you're following us live from social media, take note of this. If you're watching this on the replay through YouTube, the four most important things that a person needs to make changes to their physique long term is going to be A, mindset. Okay. B, you need a plan. You cannot achieve an amazing transformation. Okay. This guy's at 75 pounds now, and this is the second time doing it. And now he's even wanting to perfect to the point where he's going to trim it up almost like a bodybuilder. Okay. Yeah. But you need a plan. When I'm talking about plan, I'm talking about an exercise plan that's specific for your body type or for your needs, your fitness level, your age, your lifestyle. If you're a dad watching this right now and you're in your 40s and 50s, you can't be doing some of the movements this guy's doing because your knees aren't going to take it. You can't be doing explosive burpees and then slamming a ball and then doing battle rope, because age-wise, if you have high blood pressure, your blood pressure is going to go through the roof. So you need a plan. Third, you need accountability. We're going to talk about John and when it came to in terms of accountability, what worked, what didn't work. And then we need troubleshooting, which was one of the fourth components to every plan that's out there, which if you don't troubleshoot, you can't course correct where you're at.
Yeah.
So number one, tell me about your mindset.
Yeah.
When you tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and a lot of people say that they want to lose weight, help the viewers understand how you set your mindset to say, I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit fucking not only 65, I'm going to hit 75 pounds, and I'm going to continue it while running an accounting firm, while running your own business right now. How do you do so?
Yeah. So my mindset is not the same as everyone else's, keep in mind, but basically what you need to do is you need to find something where you can focus and you can tell yourself that I can realistically see myself doing this every day, or 5 days a week, or whatever that you decide, for a long period of time, and make it into a lifestyle. So the first part of a mindset
visualization, man,
is the visualization, and it is accepting that this is a lifestyle and it's not to lose the weight. The first time I came, the big problem is that I wanted to drop the weight and I wanted to be done with it. The moment I dropped the weight, the moment I was, I was happy with how my body looked, I stopped, because I said, I've reached the goal. What's the point of going? I remember the moment I said that. I stopped coming. I said, I don't need to do that. I don't need to worry about what I eat anymore.
Cruise control.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's the one thing with the mindset this time, was that I knew that if I'm coming back, this is the last time I'm ever doing this. So it's like, this is a lifestyle for me. That's part of the mindset. The second part is motivation, and it's internal, and whatever that you can tell yourself to motivate yourself. Maybe it's someone that, told you that you couldn't do it, or, you have a goal in mind and it's something that's very important to you. Whatever that it may be, mindset is like key. So
let's stop there for a second and let's help out the viewers. So internally, in case you got a question, do you work with women? Yes, Denise, we work with women and men. No problem. No problem. Women have a different style of coaching. And if we're working with women, we have to think of the emotional side. We also have to think of the needs of a female to a male, because women, as you know, are going to be more emotional, are going to care about the family, taking care of things, where men are go, 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 go. So 100%, if you have any questions, just send me a DM whenever you're done this live, or whenever you want, we can help you out. But if we're going to go back to motivation, he said internal. Motivation is something that gets you going, gets you started. And the one thing I hate about what people say is, well, motivation really isn't important because it gets you started, but then discipline keeps you going. So when you were telling yourself, I'm going to be motivated internally, did you have like was it a journal? Was it a picture? Was it a mantra that you set yourself every morning? Was it a workout? Was it a time of the day? Was it a clothing? What was it that kept you going?
What kept me going was what I told myself that I would get back to where I was. That's all it was. And
Okay.
and not everyone is the same. And something different works for everybody. But what it is needs to be something tangible that you yourself can drive towards every day. And it's not something that's ever going to be set in stone. So if I pick the shirt, the moment I fit into the shirt, I'll stop.
Got it.
But it's not that. It's a lifestyle. The thing is vitality and trying to live a healthy and a happy life.
Prosperous lifestyle.
Yeah, not to be held down by being overweight.
It's like you're living in a body that's not yours. You're in a vessel.
Yeah.
The one thing he said that I liked was commitment. And a few days ago, I mentioned about my coach, Vince, and him talking about clarity can only come when you commit fully. So if he's got an easy way to wake up in the morning and he's just generally motivated, someone watching may be like, well, I'm not motivated. I can't do that. But when you commit, damn it, and when you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go to the gym 4 times a week, I'm going to hire a coach, I'm going to listen to what the coach says, and you commit to it fully, everything becomes clear after because you've already given into it. Yeah. So that's what he has done there.
Yeah, it's the best investment you can make in your life is in yourself, right?
100%, man. And from this guy's an accountant, okay? So from an accountant telling you this, the numbers mean it. Now, plan-wise, we've done a few different things. You came into the club. You worked with one of our amazing coaches, Coach Aaron. How long are you with Coach Aaron for?
I'm with Coach Aaron, I think, at this point, 1.5 years, maybe.
1.5 years?
Yeah.
I think you're going once a week?
I was going once a week, yeah. And now I've been living away for a little while, right? So
now he's moved downtown Toronto, so he's much, much further. Yeah. But ever since COVID, we've been able to open up, and with my training program for the online coaching program, utilizing training programs, apps, communication, changing nutrition, him working with a naturopath that we had as well. Yeah. The constant assistance from every angle is sometimes what you need. And if you're only working with one coach and one brain and one mind, unless that coach has the ability to say, you know what, I don't have an ego and I don't have pride. And if I need help and I want to help out Denise, pray, eat, love, and she needs assistance that I don't really know of, you have to be, as a coach, have the ability to say, you know what, I'm going to go find some extra help to get her help. Versus saying, you know what, I don't want to reach out to a naturopath. I don't want to reach out to a coach on my team. I want to do this by myself. So that's something that's very important. Now, when it came to training and nutrition, what part of the training did you take from here, the body type approach, that you were able to bring with you on your own and continue on your own?
Right. So, I mean, the one thing that's really crucial is that with the way that they train, it's not just about one muscle, it's doing everything. And it's most important to be doing compound movements because it burns the most calories. It's the most natural movement that will build real strength in your body, real mobility, real actual utility stuff you can actually use, like a deadlift. This is stuff that you actually would do in real life.
So ladies and gentlemen, it does not mean cardio, it does not mean Peloton, it does not mean spin bike, it does not mean yoga and Pilates. It doesn't mean doing light weights. It means doing compound movements to move your body.
Yeah.
Okay. And also don't forget doing functional range of movements, pushing and pulling horizontally. The body was made to do this. Pushing and pulling vertically, squatting, lunging, and so forth. So the body type approach, how did that help you out? Because I know that a lot of people that we mentioned this to, they're like, it's too technical for me.
It's not that technical. I mean, you only fall into one of 3 body types, and whatever it is will dictate how you train and how you eat. And it's super important because, if you go to a mechanic for an oil change and you ask them to change your oil and you're actually leaking antifreeze, it's not going to help your car.
100%.
You got to fix the problem where the problem is. Everyone has a different body type and the remedy is not the same for everyone.
Remedy. I love that word because it is exactly that. Someone that is an endomorphic male or female that is trying to burn 40, 50 pounds. When I told this guy when I first met him, I said, listen, Right now, you have ecto-meso qualities. You're a big, tall, 6'3" guy, but metabolism-wise, you can gain weight easily. So we need you moving minimum 5-6 times a week. When he was here, and then when he moved away from us, it still stuck with him.
Yeah.
When we've given him the meal plan and we're telling him to balance your protein, carbs, and fat at each meal. Before you go to your workout, have a little bit of carbs to fuel yourself. In the morning, if you wake up for breakfast and you don't work out, you don't even need the carb for your first meal. So all these things he's followed through and worked on. Now, when it came to accountability, what was the biggest part of your accountability throughout the whole process?
So there's like a few parts of it. One of them is just having the support function here at the gym, just like, you know, knowing everyone. So I'm accountable because I come here a few times a week. The coaches know me. I talk to the coaches. They know what my goals are. Dimitri knows my goals. The nutritionist, she knows my goals, and she's at the gym as well. So, you know, after you tell everyone kind of what your goals are, it keeps you honest. It keeps you accountable, because you don't really want to look like someone that said you're going to do something and then you don't do it. Not, you know, everyone's different, but for me, that was key. Another thing is obviously telling your friends and family in the same way, and they'll help keeping you accountable. That's smart. Too.
The best people.
Because sometimes they'll say, "Oh, you know, you said that you were gonna, you know, be healthy. I don't know why you're eating popcorn or whatever it is. You know, buttered popcorn. You should be having no buttered popcorn."
So, guys, over the holidays, listen to what he just said. Telling your family. A lot of you are afraid to open up to your family and afraid to say, "Listen, you know, who just joined us here? It's never an 8. If someone wants to lose 40 pounds, they should have the guts to say, guys, the family dinner, after this dinner for New Year's or Christmas, I'm letting you guys all know I have a goal that I'm setting in place. I want to lose so-and-so weight, and I need your support. I need you guys to help me.
Yeah.
And if you don't have family to reach out to, then you have friends. And if you don't have friends, you have people that you work with. And if you don't have family, don't have friends, you don't have a job you're working with, then you can just call me and I'm going to walk you through this, okay? But it's super important that he said that. The one key thing I want to rewind back on, he said telling yourself this, okay? The formula for confidence, okay, starts off with credibility. And if he told himself, I'm going to go to the gym every day and work out at 5:30 in the morning, and he wakes up and he hits snooze and he doesn't go, no one's going to know. Like, we don't got to call him and follow up. No one's going to know, right? But the only person that's going to know is this big guy. And his subconscious is going to say, well, you told me we were going to go this morning and you didn't. So you're breaking a promise to me, so there's no credibility. When you don't have credibility, you don't have the ability to be confident, because a confident person says something, does something, and stands by their word. So when you don't keep promises to yourself by not hitting the snooze, by missing that workout, if you said, listen, for the month of December, I'm not going to have ice cream or chocolate. That's it. No ice cream, no chocolate. I may have a little bit of this or that, but not those two demons that really affect you. And then you start breaking it. You're lying to yourself. So you have no credibility. You have no confidence now. And without confidence, you don't have competence. You don't have the ability to say, I'm going to go drive to the gym and hire a trainer. I'm going to reach out to Coach Dimitri and get signed up for some online coaching, or I'm going to start eating better. So without telling yourself what you're going to do and not keeping your word, it breaks down the process moving forward.
Yeah. And if anyone's like a golfer, it's the same thing. You know, you could lie to yourself about your score, say, I didn't hit that, and I found my ball in the fort. You're only lying to yourself. You're only harming yourself. You'll never improve unless you're honest with yourself, because you'll never be able to track your progress. You're going to say, I don't know why I'm losing weight. I'm following my diet, but you know that you're not.
Right. And this perfectly brings us into our last point here in terms of troubleshooting, okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand what troubleshooting is, and they figure, I'm going to go buy a gym membership. I'm going to spend money. I'm going to cut back on my carbs. I'm going to move more. I'm going to lose weight. But our bodies naturally adapt to things. Just like if I train this guy every morning at 6 a.m., his stomach, his metabolism, his hormonal level, his testosterone, his energy, his libido, his amount of EPOC, the exercise, excess post-oxygen consumption throughout the day would be different than if I train him at 9 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night. So troubleshooting is starting a program, having accountability, having a plan, but then knowing in 3 to 4 weeks, I get to meet with someone to tweak things. And I think a lot of you over the holidays are thinking of maybe joining a gym or hiring a coach, but you want to be thinking, am I hiring someone or working with someone that's got experience, that has done this before, that has worked with someone that's dropped this amount of weight, that's worked with men and women, someone that is in their 40s or 30s. If I was 23 years old and I'm telling someone in their 40s and 50s on how to be a marriage counselor, I'm not even married. So how would I know that? So look for someone that's got experience in troubleshooting. Now, how did you deal with the mental challenges of your body saying, hey, we're plateaued at 40 pounds now?
That's hard. That's
like how did you
one of the hardest things. And yeah, sometimes, you know, I've been on this journey. So sometimes you take a step back. Sometimes you say, this isn't working. You know, you reach out to your coaches and they will help you. You know, it's frustrating. That's probably the most frustrating thing, is when you're following a good workout routine by all accounts, you're eating well, and then you plateau at a certain point. But then on the other hand, it's a positive thing, because it means that you're doing something right. You got to this point, your body's figured it out. Now you just need to make a change. So at first it's hard. Then, you know, that's why you have these coaches here. And if you go to another, you know, most other gyms, it's not, you don't get that. And that's the biggest benefit, right? For me, it's you get to work with people that actually care about how it's going for you, and they'll do whatever it takes to help.
He mentioned something about a growth mindset, which I'm not sure if he caught on to it. He mentioned that it's okay to go back and to understand that it's happening for a reason. And a lot of people always, they'll bitch and complain. They think that this is happening to me versus for me. So if you can always remember, when things are getting tough, I'm plateaued. Okay, I lost 20 pounds, but I'm plateaued now. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It means that your body has gotten used to the training, the protocol, the intensity, the volume, the capacity. And now your body's saying, do me a favor, please. If we want to change something, I need you to be able to show me something different. So by having a growth mindset and being very optimistic, these are the traits you need to get a transformation. Because a lot of people call us and meet us and they say, I want to lose 75 pounds. That's a lot of weight, man. It's crazy.
How many pounds of fat is this?
That's 5 pounds, man.
This is 5 pounds, right?
Yeah.
Here.
So he's lost over, 17 of them. But the one thing you want to remember is, he said in the beginning, it's accepting it's a lifelong journey, or it's a long-term journey. Boom. You give yourself that tattoo. I'm joining a gym. I'm going to hire a coach to work with me. Dimitri told me it's going to take me maybe a year. Fine. Don't make that discourage you, man. It's 12 months of your life.
Where else are you going?
Where else are you going to go in 12 months? Unless you're going to die in 12 months, then go, live on an island and have coconuts and alcohol all day. I don't know what to say to you. But if it's 12 months of your time, then look at it as 12 months of learning experience.
And even if it takes longer than 12 months, even if it took you 5 years, I mean, it's just, if it's a lifestyle, that means it'll last forever. If you do that for 5 years to lose the weight, you'll never put it back. So that's even probably the most positive thing. Because like I said, the first time I came, I dropped 65 pounds in like about a year.
And then my heart broke when I was speaking to him and he was away in school. And he says, well, I'm gaining the weight. And I'm like, oh, man. And I knew the guy, because when it comes to, again, putting the focus in, his focus was, is it school or is it my body? So he put into the school, got his education, came out, successful career now, but he had to choose one. And a lot of times, a lot of people won't sacrifice other things in their life to get the results. So mothers and fathers out there that are listening, I'm a dad, and I'm going to tell you one thing. If you don't sacrifice and tell your family, I need a break from you guys 3 times a week. I need to step away and take care of me. I need to eat a certain way. I need to go jogging. I need to listen to some podcasts in the morning by myself. I need some time to journal. If you don't have the ability to tell them that and tell them why, because you want to become better for them, then you're not living your ultimate lifestyle. And you're not going to live a lifestyle of, one second here. You're not going to live a lifestyle of a growth mindset where you know that whatever you're doing now is for the future. And a lot of people forget that. Yeah. The time and the effort you're putting in now is for the future. Okay. So holidays are here. What holiday tips do you got for people who are like, I'm going to wait till the end of the holidays to start?
Well, I would say, it's good to start during the holidays. I mean, if you can get through there, then you can get through the rest of the year. And for people who are on the journey already and are looking for a tip on like how to eat well, I would eat like a high volume, low calorie type foods like vegetables and protein is always fine to have. Go heavy on the turkey, go heavy on the broccoli, go heavy on the salads, and have like a half scoop less of potatoes and carbs, and limit your alcohol intake. And that's the best thing that you can do, and try not to overeat, because it'll punish you.
So you notice how from a guy coming from an extreme, amazing weight loss transformation, he didn't say stop drinking alcohol, it's the holidays, man up or woman up. He didn't say cut your carbs out. He didn't say things that are very drastic. Take a handful less carbs, eat more proteins and veggies, limit down or cut down the amount of things. This is a growth mindset. And the reason why I wanted Johnny to come out here today, and thank you for doing so. And thank you for doing this on the spur of the moment, because that's how I roll sometimes. But I wanted to show you guys that success leaves clues. And if a guy like John right now is telling you this is second time crushing it, and he's so comfortable and confident knowing that he's going to get even more results over the next 90 days, and we'll keep this up and we'll check in with you in the next 30 days so you can see how he's doing. Success leaves clues. And if you want success, you need to, you have to make up a mind. You got to tell yourself, do I want this? Am I going to put the financial resources to play? Or am I going to sit back and hold my money in my bank and think, oh, well, I don't want to invest in a coach, but then I don't want to have a waistline that I can't see my private. I don't want to put the time and energy into making food, but then I feel crap during the day when I have no energy. So you got to mix and match both and find out what's your priority. I'm going to leave you guys with this. The new year is the worst time to tell yourself, I'm going to start, because all you're doing is being a follower. You're following everyone else's journey. And guess what? The minute they tackle down and fall apart, you're going to follow them too. And say, you know what? Maybe the New Year's wasn't the best time. Start beforehand. Start early in the morning.
And that actually reminds me, I have to say, you said the same thing to me when I joined in 2020. I came December the 26th. I came on Boxing Day here.
Yeah.
I did an assessment with a trainer.
Yeah.
And that's it. I've been here ever since. And I wasn't a follower. I started before New Year's because the gyms are really, really busy January 2 and onwards. So get here first.
And remember, guys, like, where else, when people don't put time, energy, money, their energy into fitness, I often wonder, where is your energy going? Like, we all work every day, we drive our cars, we come home, we sit down, we eat. Where is the energy going? Where is your time going? How are you so busy that you don't have 25 minutes to do jumping jacks, bodyweight squats, and push-ups? It's not that you don't have the time. You haven't gotten your clarity together, and you haven't said, I'm going to commit. And the first thing he said was, I accepted the fact that it's a long-term journey. So he accepted. He said, I'm going to accept, this is what I'm going to do. So if you don't accept the fact that you want to make a change, I can't help you, John can't help you, nobody can help you. The one thing you want to make sure you do for the holidays is reach out for help, ask for help. If you're looking at hiring a coach, and I always often 15, 20-minute strategy calls on Zoom to go through and speak with you so you can actually feel what the coach is like and learn with them. Take your time and call coaches out. Speak to them. See what they're like. Are they just wanting your money? Are they wanting to sell you something really quick? Are they inviting you to the gym and just giving you a quick tour and then selling you up? Or do they have the confidence to say, you know what? Come train for a few days. Try us out. Let's have a phone call for half an hour. Let's go through that. Take your time. Choose your coaches wisely. And most importantly, I know on behalf of John and myself, I want to wish you an amazing Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, happy any religion you celebrate. Most of all, Happy New Year. And tell yourselves one thing. The past should not predict the future when it comes to health. You can make changes. Next week, I'm going to be having a live Zoom call where I'm going to be teaching you how to structure yourself for a 2023 goal planner blueprint. And it's something my coach did with me. I take different areas of your lifestyle, from faith, finances, fitness, to food, and to feelings, the 5 F's of your life. And you want to structure off specific goals that you want to accomplish within the next year. Because without goals, you have no structure, you have no blueprint. And when you have goals, the next thing you need is someone like myself or someone like John or a coach to keep you in guardrails. Think of this. I'm going to leave you this note. The fastest cars in the world that do these, what are they, Formula One?
Yeah.
I don't even know the names of cars because I'm not a car guy, but they're super, super fast. They have speeds of what, 700 horsepower?
I couldn't tell you. I'm not a car guy either.
Okay, so he's a number.
It's fast.
So
fast.
Imagine this. You have these guys in the Formula One races. They're racing so fast, but there's no guardrail. What would happen to them? Eventually, they would all go off the guardrail, go off into a lane, flip their cars, have a massive accident. But when you have guardrails in your life, now a guardrail can be your spouse, it could be your kids, it could be John, it could be a client in the gym, it could be your employer, it could be your family, it could be a stranger, it could be social media. But when you have guardrails of people, places, or things that you've set up to keep you in line so you don't go off track, that's how you're going to get success. When you have no guardrails and you've had a shitty day and you want to go home and eat poorly, if you build a friendship with a client in the gym or a client in your community or coach, you can just say, hey, man, John, I feel like shit today. You know what? I'm going to smash a bag of chips right now because I'm so stressed out. What's John going to say?
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Got to go to the gym.
See? Just
Every
like
time
that.
I want to do that, I go to the gym and I'm so happy and I feel so much better after.
Just like that. And literally, it doesn't cost you anything to make a phone call to someone who cares. So find someone who cares. Find someone who can help you out. Make this New Year's different. If you have questions, let us know. But happy holidays. Anything last you want to tell people in case they're on the fence and they're like, I want to do this, but I'm not really sure. What would you say to them?
Just do it.
There you go.
Just do it.
Just do it. Hope you enjoyed this amazing little mini podcast live. Tell your friends, tell your family. If you have any questions, you can DM me at Dimitri Giancoulis on Instagram or Facebook. And we can't wait to see you live in person or on Zoom. That's it. That's all. Don't forget to tell your mama. Bye for now.
Happy holidays, guys.
You got it.